Welcome back to TV5 News at 9. It is another edition of Ask the County. Joining us this morning is Saginaw County Treasurer Tim Novak. Thank you so much for being here. How are you?
Doing awesome.
This is so exciting. Okay, so today we are talking about an educational program. It's offered by the Castle Museum in Saginaw County. And it sounds really neat. It's the Time Machine Mobile Museum Experience. What is that time machine? That sounds cool.
Yeah, so it's really cool. So once again, it's like the History on the Move they used to have. This time they got a van, and they do interactive explorations of Saginaw County history through a classroom experience this time. So we'll have an education expert who will come in. They stimulate the learning environment by showing kind of historical artifacts from our community and engaging the kids in hands-on activities.
So you can learn so much about the community in a fun way. So
really cool.
How much is this?
So it's free. It's all Saginaw County schools. It's free. And you'll just have to call and set up an appointment. If you're a viewer from a neighboring county and you're interested in this, I really think the cost of $50 a classroom plus $1 per mile would be a reasonable expense for you to engage your students as well. But for Saginaw County folks, it's free.
And Tim, so what grades is this time machine really intended for?
So it's probably focused maybe the 2nd through 4th grade, but they have programs offered through kindergarten through 5th grade. You can also contact Education Coordinator Christy Furtaw, and maybe you get some of the kids in middle school or even 9th grade. They could be, create a program just for them too.
Right, and kids at that age love hands-on.
Oh yeah,
I mean that's like,
this is
exciting.
There's so many different learning styles, and then this is the hands-on is really one that helps stimulate that extra learning and help you really remember and retain the information.
Right. So what are some reasons that schools would really want the time machine to come to its students?
So I think that first of all, it makes learning fun, right? So it makes learning fun, and when learning's fun, experts will tell you that they remember stuff.
Yes, that's true.
And when school's fun, and not just maybe in this instance it's history and social studies, but if you can make school interesting and fun for folks, it extends over into the other classroom experiences. And really the program checks off some of the benchmarks and standards that for schools from math, ELA, social studies, and science. So it crosses the spectrum of learning. So that's another important reason for schools to say, this is a really cool program for us to bring in.
So kids don't really know they're learning, they're in school. They think they're having a good time.
Right? Isn't that all the fun?
I love it. So how can people book the time machine or volunteer with events?
Yeah, so what they want to do is they want to call the Castle Museum, and you can call the general number 752-2861. Christy Furtaw is your contact, but if you, through the phone call, you can find out, this is the programs available, this is when they are, the different topics from fur trading to mining. There's all different kinds of topics that, we kind of go back. And then also, once again, another program, if you want to volunteer and participate in some of the fun experiences that the museum provides, you can also contact the same number as well. Oh,
that's great. So anything else going on at the Castle Museum that you'd like to tell us about?
So I'd like folks to know that generally they charge an admission, but for now it's free. So admission is free to everyone. You can still become a member if you want and get the discounts and other types of things, but it's free to everyone. There's always rotating exhibits that are there, so if you've been before, please come back. They've done some improvements. The Saginaw County, the Sports Hall of Fame is there, of course, one of my favorites. So there's just there's something for everybody there.
Yeah, so if you don't know a lot about Saginaw County, okay, that's the place to go.
Yeah, we took, before I got in my current career as teacher, we took our 9th graders, which there was some thought that maybe they were a little too old for it. And we didn't, across the board, everybody loved it. And it was an experience that they hadn't had and probably never would if we wouldn't have done that. So
it's a win-win for everyone. Yeah, thank you so much for joining us today. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
If you have any questions that you'd like to ask the county, just send them to WNEM@WNEM.com. TV5 News at 9 continues on the other side of this break. Stick with us.